What's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? We back in the building. Gonna get straight into it, man. As you see the title video, why I'm optimistic about the Sacramento Kings. Ever since they have traded for DeMontis Sabonis, they gave up Tyrese Haliburton, as everybody knows by now. And Buddy Hield and who else did they trade? They traded Tristan Thompson and they got back some pieces, Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, DeMontis Sabonis, things of that nature. Now, this trade was seen as like, what in the MF are y'all doing, Sacramento? Like, F you Sacramento, this and that. And initially when I seen the trade, I was kind of thrown off by it because I didn't expect Tyrese to get traded. But after thinking about it for a few days and actually watching both teams on the court, I'm highly optimistic about the Sacramento Kings' future, and I'll tell you why. Let's take it back to the 2021 NBA draft. 2021 NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings picked Davion Mitchell with the 9th pick. Now, Davion Mitchell is a good player, really good player. But when you have like 4 or 5 other guards on your roster already, there was no need to select Davion Mitchell. And like, what the hell is going on? Why would you do that? That's stupid. That's dumb, amongst other things. And going into the season, okay, whatever. They said they took the best player available instead of fit, which I absolutely hate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it works out, but I'm a guy that prefers fit over like best player available, especially when you're in a situation like the Kings. So going into the season, they've been disappointing. They've been bad. They've been good sometimes, but they've been bad. And going up to the trade deadline, obviously everybody knows they were talking about trading De'Aaron Fox, but they traded Tyrese Haliburton, and now we're here. And since they've gotten DeMontis Sabonis, they have been a different team. Even though they lost by like 20 last night, I know. I watched that game. I know. Okay. I know they lost by the dub. Seth Curry and Andre Drummond and Patty Mills, they were killing. They was killing. The Kings tried to put up some runs, but it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. But my original point of making this video is to get across that the Kings finally, in my opinion, have a direction. Like, okay, now you have your 2 building blocks. Go. You know, and you're starting to fill in role players that are really decent. You trade for Dante DiVincenzo. You get rid of a Marvin Bagley that was unhappy in the second overall pick that didn't pan out for your team, and you're getting good contribution from Justin Holiday and Jeremy Lamb, who just got there. You get more minutes for Davion Mitchell with Terrence Davis being injured, Buddy Hield being traded, as well as Tyrese Haliburton. And in these 3 games, Davion Mitchell has been great. Even when he was starting when Duren was out, he was great, and he still is. You know what I'm saying? So they have a direction now, and I'm very pleased to see that. And speaking on the court, the Fox and the Ox, they start their own little dynamic with a bunch of handoffs and screening rolls and cutting off of post-ups from DeMontis Sabonis and everything like that. And I like what I'm seeing. It is early still. They haven't played any like elite team yet, so we're not gonna know. They may not make the 10 seed for all I know in the West, so you never know. But at least they have a direction and they have a vision of where they want to go from here. Next, let's talk about let's keep it in the West. We'll talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks had another great win tonight. They beat the Miami Heat on the road in a great game, by the way. If you didn't watch that, go rewatch that. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game. But the thing I want to talk about is Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, when he got hired by the Dallas Mavericks, it wasn't something that was really widely accepted, just because of things he done in his past that we're not going to get into that he did wrong. I'm not disagreeing with that. But strictly talking basketball, Jason Kidd, he done some dumb stuff. He did some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? From Milwaukee days and things like that. But this season, it seems like he's matured as a coach and he knows what he's doing. And the Mavericks looking real good, man. They looking real good. They're playing some of the most sublime defense in the NBA. I think it's them, the Celtics, the Raptors, They're playing the best defense that I've seen in the NBA, and I don't get to see the Mavericks all the time. But every time I see them, they're playing great defense. They're getting contributions from everybody. Everybody on the floor is contributing for that team. Luka had a bad shooting night tonight, but everybody else stepped it up. Maxi Kleber was my all-star tonight. Good Lord, that man was everywhere. Like legitimately everywhere. You're getting contributions from Jalen Brunson, who's been great all season. You're getting contributions from I was gonna say Jalen, Josh Green. You're getting contributions from other guys like even Frank Ntilikina came in the game and hit a clutch three. Like, come on now. Maxi Kleber was really great though. I must say he was really great. And then you shorten your rotation with your bigs by trading Kristaps, so you're getting more Dwight Powell, more Maxi, more Dorian Finney-Smith. It's just the Mavs have been fun to watch, and it's interesting to see how they go forward. I'm pretty sure they're fourth in the Western Conference. I'm gonna double check right now. I'm like 95% positive that they're number 4. No, it might be number 5 because the Jazz might be number 4. Hold on 1 second. So yes, they're number 5 in the West. They're about 2.5 games back, 2.5 games back from Utah, and I mean they're playing great, man. Even though they're still like in the same position they've been in the past 2 to 3 years, I like where this team is going. Really, I do. I really do like where they're going. Jason Kidd has really impressed me, getting contributions, like I said, out of guys that I didn't expect to actually be giving contributions to this team. Man, shout out to the Mavs, man. All right, now let's dip into some college ball real quick. More so into the draft tonight. Well, I'm gonna say over this weekend and over tonight. I've been watching a lot of Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren, if you don't know, is a 6'10", 6'11", 250-pound center that plays at the University of Memphis. He actually reclassed up, so he still should be in high school. I think he's still 18, or he just turned. I think he's still 18. He doesn't turn 19 and probably till closer to when the season starts. So he's really young. He has a grown man build. First of all, grown man built like a grown man at 18 years old. Has freakish athleticism and great defensive instincts. He has great feel for the game, and there's a reason why he's a protected top 10. Maybe top 5, depending on what team is there picking. Probably the second best center in this 2022 NBA draft class. I'm gonna put some highlights on the screen from his game tonight and the game against Houston over the weekend. That man is gonna be a problem. And if your team is picking within the top 5, 10 range, my guy, my lady, you better hope and pray that you get Jalen Duren if you need a center. I'm talking to you, Houston. I'm talking to you, OKC. Who else needs a center that's a bad team? Let me pull it up on my phone. I need to get a reference. I'm talking to you. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Houston, OKC is the only 2 teams I got on my mind right now. Yeah. Or even if you want to dip down there, I'm talking to you, San Antonio Spurs. That guy's going to be really, really good in the NBA, in my opinion. He has the physicality. He has the feel for the game. He has the defensive prowess. He has the athleticism. I think he's really good. And speaking of the number 1 center, Chet Holmgren. Hey. From what I just said about Jalen Duren, I think he's going to be a really good player at the next level. Chet Holmgren he's got the goods, bro. Bro got the goods, my guy. He's got the goods, man. He's something I ain't seen. He might be something I ain't never seen before, bro. Like legit, for real. He can do a lot of stuff on the court, man. First of all, he's 7'1". Who is he about? I'm not sure how much he weighs. He's a bit frail, but he ain't scared of contact at all. He'll bring it to you. He's got freakishly long arms, great defensive instincts. He has immense offensive skill. No, he don't have back to the basket skill. Well, I mean, he does a little bit. It's not his dominant trait. He can shoot the ball from deep. I'm not sure the percentages. I may put it on the screen. I may not. But his percentages from three is crazy. He'll block your shot, give it up to the guard, trail three, bang out. Or he'll catch the ball. He'll block your shot, keep the ball in bounds, take it up the court, and drive you down the lane and get an N1. There was a point in the last game that I watched Gonzaga play against San Diego. It was like maybe a 2-minute stretch where he scored 11 straight points and had like 2 or 3 blocks. It was ridiculous. It was to the point where the commentator was just like laughing. He was just like, it like the shit don't make no sense, my guy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It don't make no sense at all, bro. For real. Like dead ass. It don't make no sense what that man doing out there. And in my opinion, even though the other 3 to 4 guys that are in the race for the number 1 pick is still like there, I think he should be the number 1 pick just based off of his skill set and what he brings. And I think his floor outside of Jabari Smith Jr. is probably going to be the highest. He'll more than likely come in and have a bigger impact right away. Maybe not then, I don't know. I don't want to put that bigger projection out there just because you never know what can happen. And speaking of not knowing what can happen, I meant to talk about this before I got out of here. I want to give a shout out to my guy JK, Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga, you've been hooping, bro. You've been hooping, bro. Oh my God, you've been hooping for the Warriors ever since Draymond has been out. Jonathan Kuminga has been balling, bro. Like balling, bro. Like going dumb, balling, bro. He's been doing everything that you could think of that a freakishly athletic young wing that has a budding feel for the game. Like, feel for the game is probably one of the most important things when you're trying to see how good a player is, like, legitimately. His feel for the game is excellent. He knows when to cut. He knows when to step up. He's a good defender. He's a tenacious rebounder. He's aggressive. He knows when to give it up. He's done a lot of great things, and I didn't expect that, especially in this situation this early, for him to be in that position where he's being as good as he is. Not saying that I didn't think he was going to be good at all. Not saying that. But he's been really good, man. He's been really good, and that's how I'm going to close it out. I've been sitting here all day. I've been editing, doing other things like that. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. I've been editing, doing other stuff like that. New video coming out this weekend probably. I want to try to get it out by Thursday or Friday. Hopefully we can get everything done by then. But until next time, folks, stay cozy.